Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to anyone new. In our readings today, very, very exciting, we are asking, what is eclipse season bringing you that is going to drastically change your life? Eclipse season has an energy of change, transformation. Sometimes things happen very, very quickly. Sometimes something magical just appears and it is as if the universe has lined all the planets up for you. Sometimes change happens through things that are a little more challenging. I will acknowledge that. And actually, the outcome, though, is always absolutely amazing. So we'll see what the cards are showing today. What is eclipse season bringing you that is going to drastically change your life? I do, before I draw the cards, just need to say to you, our beautiful channel here has been scammed several times in the last week. People are downloading my photograph and creating like Gmail accounts that has either my name or the Moon Magic Tarot channel name in it. I will never, ever, ever contact you in the messages and ask you to email me or WhatsApp me. So if anybody approaches you, please report them. It is a scammer. So I just needed to voice that because some people have been asking. So beautiful souls, let us, without further ado, we definitely have, I think, this card, and I think out of this set of cards, I think we are going to use the top and the one at the base as well. So we're going to draw runes and charms as well. We have, for pile one, Seeker of Hearts. This is your card, pile one. For pile two, we have the Guardian of Crystals. What a beautiful card. Wow. So this is what this looks like. And then for pile three, we have the Eight of Crystals. Beautiful card. Okay, so those are our three cards to guide you in, and I'm going to do a rune and a charm for each as well. I'm going to draw them at the same time actually. So pile one, you have the rune of possessions, nourishment. This is like ambition satisfied, and then you have this beautiful dog. It looks like a Dalmatian to me. Can you see it has little spots on it? Okay, so we have the rune of Fehu, possessions, nourishment, and a dog. And for pile two, we have the rune of Manas, the self, and we also have a beautiful little turtle. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. I am going to put it on the world there. I'm feeling really excited about these readings. And then finally for pile three, we have the rune of protection, Algiz, and you actually have these ballet shoes. Wow. Beautiful little ballet shoes. Look at those with the Eight of Crystals dancing on the ice. Okay, so beautiful souls, I will leave the camera running just for a few moments longer for anyone that is just wanting a little bit more time. Trust your intuition as always. If you find you are drawn to more than one, it's probably worth checking out more than one, especially during the kind of energy of eclipse season when things can really, really move very quickly. It could be that there is more than one big change coming to your world over the next period of, I guess we're looking at around a moon month, really. Beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment, and the timestamps are in the description box below and also in a pinned comment. Hey pile one, welcome to your reading. So what is eclipse season bringing that's going to drastically change your life? This is so interesting because this is the Seeker of the Hearts, which is like the Knight of Cups, actually, in a traditional pack. Now, this is a rune that speaks of ambition, satisfied, something you really want, coming to you. And we have this beautiful dog, this Dalmatian. This is the Tin Man from Dorothy and the Yellow Brick Road, you know, from the Wizard of Oz. He was seeking a heart. I wonder if this will be a relationship reading, maybe. Somebody comes in who is loyal to you. We have this dog. Dogs are beautifully loyal. They love unconditionally. If love is your ambition, I'm wondering if this is going to suddenly drastically arrive and change your life. Let's draw some oracle cards first and see what we are shown. So this is your first. How interesting. Even in this pack, even though obviously all the cards in this pack look like this, it does look like the Yellow Brick Road, doesn't it? With the crystals lighting the way. Destiny. Wow. Can you see this? Destiny, and we have two figures together, kneeling together. I think this may be some sort of a relationship reading. If that's not your deepest desire, then it may not be quite the right reading for you, or unless it is a business partnership or a best friend. But this looks like soulmates coming together and a holy destiny, fate connection here. I'm going to draw another from the same pack, actually. Yeah, that's your card there, that one. Ah, rejection. Ah, this is why. This is the Tin Man here. I think you've experienced a lack of loyalty. I think you have experienced rejection in the past. I am wondering if there is a part of you that is really wondering if sort of real love will ever be able to arrive. Either that, or if this isn't a love relationship for you, it may be that somebody has rejected you and somebody or caused a problem for you. And actually the situation is about to drastically change. Let's draw more cards and see what else we're shown. Let's draw some more runes for you, some rune cards. We have this one showing up. And I'm going to draw another oracle card as well. Do you know, I actually feel these two really strongly for you. Didn't even really shuffle, they just seem to be arriving. You have the little one rises. And then you have she tames by laying down the staff and rope. And then you have the rune of Isa, ice. Ah, okay. Right. This is really interesting. Pile one, I'm going to draw some tarot cards before I really dive in. Yeah, I'll draw some tarot cards first before I really dive in. This is a really fascinating combination. So let's draw from the Crow Tarot first. I have several packs here. May we have information for pile one? I'm seeing those as well. What do we have? So you have the Three of Wands. You're about to cross a bridge of some sort. Now, we could say sort of metaphorically, but it may be, I mean, in a way, potentially quite literally for some of you. You're crossing a bridge. There's a turning point here. And we have the Star. So newfound hope. We have the Four of Cups. Period of generosity. We have the Empress and the King of Wands. The Empress is a card of abundance, really. Let's move these along and see how I can squeeze them all in for you. I'm sure I can. In fact, let me pause that and do it without you having to watch. There we are. That is good, I think. Now, let me approach this in more than one way, my beautiful pile one. Now, tuning into the idea of a relationship, I am now seeing other potentials here. But if we think of it primarily that for some of you, your heart's desire is to have a relationship, then I think there will be a turning point here for you. You'll cross a bridge. You may literally, even for some of you, physically move to a different area, or go on holiday or travel and meet somebody. Like foreign parts, foreign lands. And it's just going to blossom, it's going to flourish. Look at this beautiful rose, this red rose. It will be a relationship. It's kind of like a dream, really, with this lizard here. Yeah, it's almost like destiny. The planets align to bring you together. So if for some of you, this is a relationship reading, if that would be your biggest ever dream, then I think the planets are orchestrating. You don't have to make this happen. Literally, it's almost as if the more still you are, the more responsive you are, the more present you are. She tames by laying down the staff and rope. The more present, the more responsive, the more the universe can bring something to you. This is not a time for you to force anything to happen. It will come to you. Okay, my pile one, very clear information here. Even this beautiful tin man, can you see his heart is open here? Let me move our beautiful little dog here. Can you see his heart, or the little casing for his heart is open? The doors are open. You need to open yourself to receive, and then in comes this beautiful bird carrying the heart. So whatever it is that you are desiring, and if for some of you this is the healing of a broken heart from a previous rejection, it's coming into you, and you don't have to actively make it happen, but you do need to be open and available to receive. Very clear message coming through for you, my beautiful pile one. However, I really felt the element of relationship coming through first, because particularly with loyalty and rejection. However, if you have a project that you love and you really want to bring it to abundance, but somehow nothing's actually ever happened, it's felt very stuck. The rune of Isa, ice, can feel like the energy is stuck. In terms of a love interest, I think this is actually asking you to get still and open yourself to receive. It's almost like elevate your vibration rather than try and go and make it happen. But I think if it's something different that you really, really want, maybe, for example, let's say you have written a book and you've sent it off to publishers, but you've received rejections, or you're an artist and you've gone to a gallery and they have rejected you. I feel as though eclipse season is going to bring you the perfect fit. It's like you cross that bridge to success. We have the start, it's kind of guided. And we're seeing with the Four of Cups, the opportunity for you to feel there's like a generosity, things coming to you, a sense of abundance, especially with the Empress card as well. Can you see all this fruit here? This is a very fruitful connection. So even though I'm kind of seeing some aspect of relationship here, which could be love, and this joining together, this coming together, it could be a working alliance for some of you. It could be that perfect partnership, that dream partnership that is going to lead you and your project, your book, your work to a place of complete and utter success. Either way, I do feel there's a connection to someone that is like destiny, fate, the planets aligning, that are just going to make it happen for you. And it will enable you to cross over literally from a space where I think you've been feeling like there's a lack or it might never happen, to a place where you are just rising. But you have to be open and available to receive. Pile 1, I'm actually going to draw some more cards for you because we are talking about something that's drastically changing your life, and I want us to get a little sneaky peek into the future. Could we have a sneaky peek into where this kind of goes for my beautiful, beautiful pile 1? So you have the card of the Devil. Whoops, let me just recognize that we need to do something with this for our lovely YouTube. Okay, there we are. So we have the Devil. What I see in this card is kind of a freedom or a liberation from something that's been holding you back. Really, really interesting. A freedom, a liberation, possibly from that feeling of rejection. The little one rises. We have this card of, look at this, the 10 of Cups. I mean, this is the perfect partnership. It's the perfect love. It's the perfect connection. The relationship of harmony. And this, we have the Hierophant. Can you see here, look in this card, these two figures kneeling in front of the Hierophant. We have these two figures here. This is like a soulmate connection, whether it is a working alliance or whether it is a personal love interest. This for me is really reinforcing that this is a relationship reading. Perhaps it's not love for some of you if you are already in a wonderful relationship and you are really looking to find the right publisher, the right agent, the right best buddy, the right whatever it is. That's coming with great success and great fruition. I think with this infinity symbol here and the Hierophant and destiny, it really does feel like this is a coming together that has been orchestrated by the universe. What I think is beautiful, pile 1, is a very clear element here of a message for you that says you don't have to make it happen, but you need to be open and available to receive. But it's radically, drastically changing your life. The Star energy, the King of Wands and the Empress. I mean, what a combination. 10 of Cups energy. I mean, this is beautiful. Pile 1, whatever this partnership is about for you. Ambitions satisfied. Possessions, nourishment, unexpected gains, rewards, opportunities. This is a connection that is a dream. It's like a dream come true, and not only that, but it is absolutely, the timing of it is perfect. This is the time that it's meant to happen, and I feel like it really does sort of fix past issues, past rejections, past disappointments actually for you. Absolutely beautiful. Really, really loving your reading. So pile 1, if this is resonating with you, do like, subscribe, share. Do like, subscribe and share. Thank you so much for being a part of the Moon Magic Tarot family here, really. This is an amazing community that we're building here. Beautiful souls. If you're interested in my all zodiac sign readings, they are on another platform. They're on Patreon. Patreon works on the basis of donations. You can give as little or as much as you wish, or you can you can dive in and dive back out again. There's no commitments there as well. I also do tutorials over there, so if that is something that interests you and you're interested in learning to read the cards and the runes, do check out Patreon. I will put the link in the description box. Beautiful souls, have an amazing eclipse season. This just looks as though it will be literally liberating you from past experiences of disappointment and difficulty and rejection and a lack of loyalty. So it's just fab. Absolutely stunning. Hey pile 2, welcome to your reading. So what is eclipse season bringing for you that will drastically change your life. You have Manas, the rune of the self. The rune of the self is like the rune of joy, split down the middle and opened, like facing itself. And you have this beautiful little turtle sitting on this planet Earth. This feels like a card of abundance, actually, in quite an earthy way. Let us draw cards and see what is being shown. So pile number 2, may we have guidance, information. What is eclipse season bringing for pile 2 that will be drastically changing their life? We have the card of victim and we have the card of enlightenment. How very interesting, because the Guardian of Crystals does speak about wisdom, the wisdom of the earth. And how interesting, we have oak leaves and acorns, and we have oak leaves and acorns here. Enlightenment, spiritual awakening, awareness coming to you. Innocence returned with this child here. How interesting. Let's draw more cards. Let's draw you another rune. What is happening here? You have Bacana, the rune of growth, with a beautiful hair, fertility. Gosh, there's a lot of earth energy in this reading. May we have more information for my beautiful pile 2s, please? What is eclipse season bringing that is going to drastically change their lives? I feel it is that. Okay, we have be led by the path before you. Gosh, something is unfolding for you. Sister of Shambhala shows the way. Okay. How fascinating your reading is. Gosh, I feel like something is literally going to unfold, or with the nut and getting that, you know, what is it when we say when you crack something, or something, I can't even say, either that it cracks open or you crack something, you master something. It's almost like you become the master of your own destiny. But I need far more information. And I'm seeing a new beginning, a lot of fertility, a lot of growth, a lot of earthy energy. With this victim card, you crack something, you see something differently. Let's draw the tarot for you as well, beautiful souls. There was your first card showing, and I am also seeing those 2 and that one, and also this. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands, we have the 2 of Swords, we have the 10 of Wands. Goodness me, this is big, strong energy. You have big, strong energy going on here. You have the 9 of Swords, and then you have the King of Wands. Yeah, you crack something, as the saying goes. You work out how to, or something happens with, it's the eclipse energy that I sort of feel like shows you how to approach something with understanding, or to see it differently. So my beautiful pile 2, on the one hand, I'm seeing actually worry, concern, feeling like you're carrying a lot. Uncertainty, feeling a bit like you're a victim to circumstances. On the other hand, I'm seeing you guided and led by circumstances to a place where you're stepping up into, there's a role of leadership for you to take here, to take the lead, to be an example to others. I sort of feel like you're in the early stages of rising from something, and I think you may be quite uncertain about whether you're making the right choices or not, what I think eclipse season is bringing you that is going to drastically change your life is this stepping up into some element of leadership, realizing that you're being guided, realizing that you are being shown the way. I think sometimes we go through phases of what I would call stepping into the light and embracing the light. This feels like a very, very, very spiritual reading in terms of, it may even be that you sort of discover your calling, but I think you discover it, I won't say through worry or concern, but more, I think you are in the process of stepping into some aspect of your calling or your purpose at this point in time. And I think you may be feeling quite either overloaded or worried that you're making the right choice. There's definitely a fear that you're there's a fear that you're making the right choices at the moment. Now, what we're seeing is eclipse season is bringing clarity. I mean, just look at the difference in energy here between the victim and the card of enlightenment, between this Two of Swords and the King of Wands. Yes, there's a transition. Sister of Shambhala shows the way. Yes, you're needing to sort of move from one place to another. Now, whether that's an internal journey or an external one, I think it's probably a bit of both, actually, side by side. The shift is coming. Be led by the path before you. This is one of those times, my beautiful souls, to trust that you're being guided. Trust that you're being shown the way. The new is coming, the growth is coming, the position of leadership, of stature, of playing your part, taking a leading role. The Guardian of Crystals is the equivalent in a traditional pack of the King of Pentacles. But you know, here it's like a King of Pentacles energy, but with the protectiveness of the earth, being a protector. I feel you're going to step up in eclipse season. And I'm not saying that you won't, well, I think you just might worry at the time whether you're making the right choices or decisions. I feel we need more information. What is this stepping up happening? What's going on? Like a choice to make, a decision to make. May we have information for my beautiful, beautiful pile 2 people. May we have what information? What is this stepping up about? Yes, I do want that too. What is this stepping up? Yes, look, 7 of Wands. I am seeing you pick up the baton of something. Okay. How fascinating. You've got the 9 of Swords again. You're picking up the pieces from something. We've got the 5 of Cups here. Then the 9 of Wands. Then we have the Fool. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. How absolutely gorgeous. So we are talking about eclipse season. So we're here now. This is where we are. Something that has been disappointing, or something that you've been carrying, a weight, a burden, anxiety, something that's been overloading you where you go over and over and over it. I think it's sort of, well, I can't even just say it comes to a head. I just think you move beyond something. You're being guided here. The Fool, new beginnings. Berkana, a new phase of growth. King of Wands, mastery. I think you are stepping up into a position of leadership. You're picking up the baton. You're going for it. I think you may be a bit nervous. This is like applying for a new job and you get it. And then you think, oh, wow, I've got the new job. That's amazing. But can I really do it? And you get into that sort of like will this be more responsibility than I want? And will I be able to cope with it? And you start to get into that mind place of, will I ever achieve this? Will it be okay? Am I going to be okay? Will I fail? Will I disappoint people? You are definitely stepping up, not down. Eclipse season is actually opening a pathway for you to step up. Follow the path, my beautiful pile 2. There's something of your calling or your purpose at this time. You are destined to step into a place of greater leadership where you pick up a cause, you do something. And even though it might feel like you're picking up a big load, it really is the right thing to do. You might be really debating, gosh, should I have done this? Is it ever going to work out? Yes, it will. Eclipse season is going to guide you through that period when you step up into something and then you start worrying about whether it's actually the right thing to do or not. Eclipse season is going to guide you through that phase of navigating something into that space where you're really at ease here with your new position. And this is the transition we're seeing during eclipse season. You're moving into a place of greater leadership. I think we need to draw some more cards, find out a little bit more about this. What is this position of leadership? It does feel like a calling. I'm wondering why you're so worried about it. That's why I'm really wanting more information. Everything here is suggesting that this fabulous new phase of growth is coming to you. In fact, eclipse season is supporting you in acquiring this. Miracle. Okay. Wow. Service. Yes. This is your calling. This is your purpose. Something is arriving. You're being guided. That doesn't feel right. That one does. Destiny. I mean, my goodness me. You couldn't have a clearer reading. This is your calling, this is your purpose, this is your destiny. You're stepping up into a place of leadership. Eclipse season energy is helping you to assume that role. I think you've been worried about it. You've been worried about stepping up. You've been worried about going for that job. You've been worried about taking that leadership role in your community or your friendship group. You've been worried about it. And you're really questioning whether you can do it. You're loaded with self-doubt. I think that's what we're seeing with these 9 of Swords. But this is your destiny and a miracle. This is a miracle happening. You are literally receiving enlightenment. This is your spiritual pathway. It's your calling, it's your destiny, it's your position of service. You have something to bring forth. Abundance. You are going to acquire the means to make a difference. This is super lovely because there is a delightful, absolutely delightful innocence, almost a surprise. I'm seeing you being sort of, wow, that worked, kind of about it. That sort of, oh wow, I had no idea that would work. That there is a humility in this sort of, gosh, I would never have dreamed that this would have been so amazing, or it's like the outcome will be better than you could possibly have believed. Drastically life-changing. But I do see this delightful, delightful humility where I feel you are going to step into a position of leadership. Something is going to come together. And then it's this sort of, well, you're in a position to do something with your wealth, your growth. You're making a difference. You may well make a lot of money as well, but you know what is right at the core of this is you're stepping up into something where you have something to share and it will make a difference. And it's almost as though you really, really know that. Your motivation is actually in service rather than abundance, and yet you do receive the abundance. I actually think eclipse season, excuse me, I actually think eclipse season is transforming something, creating a doorway, a window of opportunity. You're being guided for you to step up into something, and you are going to guide many because of this. And what I think is fabulous is not only are you doing this because you wish to contribute, to be of service, but you do get the rewards. It's like the money comes in basically as well. You get the rewards for what you're doing, and it's fabulous because you're in this sort of zone then of, okay, you know, I've now achieved this. What shall I do with it? King of Wands, I've got this. I'm in a place of self-mastery. I'm in a place of abundance with the Nine of Pentacles. But can you see, even she is humble. She has succeeded, she's achieved, it's amazing, but she's humble. She's looking down, she's grateful, she's humble, she appreciates what she's got. She hasn't lost sight of her position of service, that whatever she's done, it's not just about the money, it's actually about looking after the earth, the planet, people. Yeah, some of you may even help people who are victims to something. You may even use your enlightenment, your abundance to assist projects that help the earth, help people. This is a reading of abundance, actually, but it's abundance with humility, and it's very much about your service, your destiny, your calling, your purpose. The whole reading has been speaking of this. Your fears that it would either never happen, or your fears that you can't step up. You can step up into that place of leadership, take full ownership of your gifts, and beautiful pile 2, bring them forth. I just feel the world is opening for you in a magnificent way, and I have a real sense of you being an old soul coming here with purpose. And this feels like a point in time when something of that purpose, destiny, calling is coming into your world, bringing the resources you need to do it as well. I mean, it's just fabulous, just fabulous. Pile 2, I love your reading. I sort of wish everybody on our planet had the essence of who you are, because it's that dedication to service and the point when the universe brings in miracles to make this possible. I just think that your energy is delightful, because there's just this bit of you that's so humble, and you think, well, will this ever really happen, or would I be good enough? Yes, you are. It's like, step up, embrace your gifts, bring them forth, and literally the rewards and the resources will come to support you. My beautiful, beautiful pile 2, have an amazing eclipse season. This reading is magical. Stop worrying about it. This is just lovely. It's just lovely. Beautiful souls, if you're interested in checking out my all zodiac sign readings, my zodiac sign readings work by the moon month and not by the calendar month, just because I am incredibly passionate about manifesting with the moon. I will keep you guys posted as soon as my little project, my Manifest with the Moon, Astro Moon Diary and Journal go live, which should be happening towards, I hope, the end of October, coming into November. And if you're interested in my all zodiac sign readings, here I am jumping to my lovely diary and journal, but that's just because I'm very passionate about manifesting with the moon. If you would like to check out those readings, they are on another platform. They're on Patreon. Patreon works on the basis of donations, but you can give as little or as much as you want. It's a totally even playing field, and also you can see tutorials over there. I do a tutorial every month teaching how to read the cards and the runes. So if that appeals, and if you'd like to share some of your abundance, we would love to have you over there. And this abundance thing is not necessary. Just come and check us out. You can give as little or as much as you wish. We would love to have an old soul living through purpose and humility and humbleness, because your energy is beautiful. Pile 2, tons and tons of love. Have an amazing eclipse season. Hey, Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the rune of protection, Algiz, and this beautiful figure dancing on the ice with dance shoes as well. Wow. This is the sign of infinity, as well as the number 8, 8 of crystals. I am very, very curious to do your reading, beautiful souls. You know, what is eclipse season bringing you that is going to drastically change your life? Let's draw some additional cards for you. No need to draw them, they are flying out. Okay, so you have the card of workaholic, and then you have impasse. How interesting. I'm seeing them this way round for some reason, so I'm just going to place them here, and let's draw more cards. Let us draw more cards. What is this about? What is coming to your world in eclipse season that is going to drastically change your world? Oh, you have Othilla, the rune of separation, of inheritance, of gain. This is a hermit crab. I am wondering if you're actually going to, some of you, obviously it's a generic reading, it's general, so the messages are here for many, but I am wondering if you're actually going to move house, you know. And we see this impasse. It's like, I feel like this figure is sort of saying, you know, which way do I go? Or almost like he's standing there and stopping you from working in order to move in some way, shape or form, to move, to dance, maybe to not be a workaholic anymore. I don't know, to move away from something. Wow. Okay, let's see what else we have. I am going to draw another from another oracle pack. I'm seeing this card for you. I feel like it's the one on the rear, the base of the pack here. What do we have here? Oh, look at this. Sacred Sherpa guides you beyond. She's dancing over the tracks, impasse. Look at the kind of shape of her feet. And she looks like she's wearing like dancing shoes almost. And then we have this card, she tames by lying down the staff and rope. Okay, let me move these around. Can we get these all in? I think we can get these all in for you. I think we better draw some tarot cards for you. This is really fascinating. I feel like something interrupts your world or stops your world. How interesting. But it's stopping your world so that you can move beyond something. She's looking behind. The interesting thing is, my beautiful souls, I think with she tames by laying down the staff and rope. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it is the eclipse energy that makes this happen, rather than you making it happen, because she tames by lying down the staff and rope is a card that kind of says you don't have to force it. You know, this will happen of its own accord. This shift, this change, you don't have to be the one that makes it happen. It's almost as if with the workaholic card, look at all this work already done. It's as though you've done the work. You've done the work, and therefore the shift happens. The universe, the planets align. Let us draw more cards. What is happening for my beautiful pile 3? Let's look at these first. We can always draw more. We have King of Wands. We have a beautiful lizard here. And look, the infinity sign. The number 8. Gosh. Do you know, this number 8 here is not quite completed. It's not quite finished, okay? She is looking behind her. Do you know what is coming through here? Unfinished business. What do we have here? We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 5 of Wands. Then we have the Tower. And then we have the card of Justice. Okay. Now the rune of inheritance, Othello, is a rune that it's like you gain something. It's a rune of gain, but the gain comes because you let go of something, you move. It's why it's sometimes associated with real property and moving house. And so we see the hermit crab. What do hermit crabs do if they outgrow a situation? They up sticks and move. They move to something that fits better. And you have the Justice. The Justice card. Something is reaching its conclusion here. How interesting though, because you have the card of impasse as well. And yet the Tower is indicating a dramatic change in your circumstances. Okay, pile 3. So, your reading is really, really interesting. You're working on something. But there's a different way of doing it. It's really curious. So, I'm seeing actually radical change with the Tower. Something needs to come back into balance here with the card of Justice. I feel like your goals are completely achievable. Whatever you're working on, it can absolutely be done. But I sort of feel there may be a different way to go about it, or an adjustment to make to bring things back into balance. Everything in your cards is really strongly suggesting that there will be a diversion, or something will come along to... It's not to stop you on your pathway with the card of impasse. It's not to stop you, it's to get you to take a different route. In this card, this figure is someone he's actually an angel. He's a guardian angel, and he stands and blocks this pathway. And then, because he blocks the pathway, people have to take a different route. And they get to their final destination, and that's fine. But actually, he saved them from walking down a pathway that was not okay, taking a route that would have been a problem. So I feel like there is a different way of doing something, or maybe you are working so hard that you're missing out on some aspect of life, and she tames by laying down the staff and rope rather than trying to make it happen. There's no need. Sort of like step back, relax, enjoy, come back to your working environment replenished, and you'll be guided. That is a very strong element coming in here with your reading. Sacred Sherpa guides you beyond. Suggests again that there is something comes along to stop you stop you in your tracks, or literally, that's it. Look at this, tracks. Stop you in your tracks. Something is going to come along. This is eclipse season. Changes happen very, very quickly, but with purpose. Something will happen to stop you, and it's not happening to cause you not to stay on track or to achieve the goal that you're working for. It's coming to stop you from doing it the way you're doing it, or doing it at the pace that you're doing it. I think something is having to come back into balance here. With the Eight of Crystals, this is also about working towards your dreams. The Eight of Pentacles in a traditional pack. Can you see this beautiful white bunny rabbit or hare here? This is a card that sort of sometimes indicates that something, a bit like something that's a hobby or something. Let's say you paint as a hobby. It can suddenly become, your hobby could become your career, your calling. Everything in your reading says that there is something quite magical for you to create and to be the master of it, really, with the King of Wands. This crow speaks of self-mastery. You know, he is sitting on the lion's head. You know, this is achievement. I think you are actually working on something. And something is going to be, I feel your reading is telling us, something is going to stop you in your tracks or change the way that you approach this. So you're still going to achieve it. And there may even be collaboration coming in. It may be coming in the form of assistance, other people's perspectives. Other people, look at the load being carried. There's all these wands here. And they're being carried by a group of people. So there's a shift in your perspective on how to do something. Maybe assistance comes in. Both of these cards do suggest, and this one as well, very much that guidance is coming in, assistance is coming in. You will be given what you need to be able to bring something back into balance. So something is going to change. I think we need to draw more cards and find out more about this for you. Let's use another tarot pack. May we have more information for pile 3, please? What is actually coming? What is this change that's taking place? May we have more information for my beautiful pile 3s? May we have more information for my pile 3s? Thank you. So you have the Queen of Wands. So you have a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands. That is interesting. And you do have the Two of Cups. So this is collaboration coming together. Then you have the Hierophant. Two people sitting here as well. You have the card of the Devil. So this is cutting cords from something, releasing yourself from something. Gosh, look at this. And then you have the Nine of Swords. And then the Knight of Coins. Look at him riding in here. If you are having any kind of financial problems, beautiful souls, and you are working your socks off, absolutely working your socks off in order to address those financial problems, I sort of think this is going to right itself, but not in the way that you think. I think assistance is coming in, or collaboration, or partnership. And it will drastically change the way you do this. This is what I think is coming into your world. This is what I think eclipse season is bringing for you. I think it is bringing literally assistance, help with a project that you're working on, partnership, collaboration, and it will completely drastically change the way you approach something. Now, you have a very unique gift to bring forth, that's for sure, but I don't think you're meant to do this alone. I think it's something you have been in a very singular way working on. When we get the Queen and the King of the same suit, it really does tend to indicate a coming together, a relationship, a partnership. What's that saying? Many hands make light work. And these two people, I feel, with the Hierophant, sort of guided to come together. These cards both speak of being guided. This is an angel coming in, guiding you, stopping something from happening the way it's happening. It's not that it's, your message is so clear, pile 3. Absolutely clear. Something you're working on, you're going to dance into success with this. It's going to come into fruition. It's going to kind of bring you a level of resources that give you the freedom to literally, I almost want to say, to up sticks and go where you want to choose which shell you want to live in. Yeah, I think this is something that is going to be financially liberating. Particularly, I see this taking you away from that dark night of the soul, liberating you from the restrictions of feeling like you're kind of hemmed in. Resources coming in here with this Knight of Coins. Pile 3, something is coming in. Now it could be a personal relationship with the Two of Cups, and literally you then are working as a team, and having that backup means that you're not doing everything yourself, which means then you're still working amazingly, but because you are working in a team in your personal life, there's room to do this and still have some fun, still chill out, still laugh, enjoy, have life. This reading is really encouraging you as well to have a life, not to be so stuck in your work that you are, you know that scenario where you need to work to live rather than live to work. But something's coming to create this possibility for you. Something's coming that will stop you and change that way. So I'm seeing 2 avenues here. I do feel that for some of you, it is literally some part of your life, your personal relationships, start to step up and assist you in a way that means that you can actually, many hands makes light work, exactly that. For others, it may be a work in collaboration where work is delegated. And because it's delegated, it brings things back into balance. This is a card that really does say, you need to work to live, not live to work. And I think eclipse season is bringing something or someone, a guide, an earth angel, or a group of earth angels into your world to collaborate. And that is what I'm seeing in eclipse season for you. Something is coming here that will give you the freedom, financial freedom, and also energy freedom to live a different life, really. Let's just draw a couple more cards as a kind of a validation. Maybe we have a couple more cards to sort of see what the outcome of this is, because this is a drastic change in something. I'm actually seeing all 3 of these. Do you know if there's a 4th one? These are a lot of cards to take from an oracle pack, but I'm going to go for it because that's what's showing. Completion. This is interesting. So we have completion card. We have soulmate. We have renewal. And we have the card of victim. Okay. So, my beautiful pile 3. Let us delve into what this is saying. The renewal is absolutely coming here with the Tower. And I think where you have been almost hemmed in, I sort of want to say hemmed in by your own circumstances with this victim card. You see this little face in the acorn, and then there's a squirrel here, and a dragon who looks unbelievably friendly. This is the squirrel who's having his rewards, and this is someone hemmed in by something. I think something is happening, soulmate connection, that will enable you to move from something. I think there's going to be assistance coming in, a block on your pathway. This is what I think eclipse season is bringing to you. And it creates a scenario where you've been hemmed in. Maybe you've even been hemmed in by your own work ethic. You know, where you've just been bound by something, or there hasn't been any help. You've been so having to do everything yourself. Something is changing. I think there's going to be collaboration. I think there's going to be renewal. And a particular situation in your world is going to come to an end with completion. Now, I think you will know what this is for you personally, because it's a situation that has been hemming you in, literally sort of enclosing you, holding you back. It comes to a completion. You can lay it to rest, literally. And because of it, you're free to move forwards. It is interesting that this is the rune of inheritance, of gain, but it comes because something has completed. It's ended. So my pile 3, whatever this is for you, this is very, very interesting, because what we're being shown is that this is an existing situation that comes to a completion. So it could just be that you are a workaholic, something comes into your world like new love or a relationship where somebody will assist you. It brings something, that feeling of being hemmed in by something, to a completion. For some of you, it's bigger than that. It's not just your work ethic. For some of you, literally I feel like there's a situation around you in which you have genuinely felt closed in by it. And it comes to a completion. Something within that situation ends. You can lay it to rest finally. And it may feel like it interrupts your world. Literally, you know, we see here ultimately a bereavement here. And it may be literally, because this does relate to inheritance, that perhaps something does literally, someone departs, if you are looking after somebody who is elderly maybe, and this does that they finally decide to pass over. This would only be relevant to some of you, not all, to a few, but I do feel there's something that's bigger for some of you. For some of you, it is the work ethic, and you get help. I think one way or the other, you get the help you need. You're guided, you're supported, you get exactly the help you need. But what I do think for some of you is that there's a big situation in which you felt very closed in or hemmed in. However it happens, something ends, basically. And because it ends, there is room for renewal. And you're getting assistance in this. We have the 2 of Cups. You know, soulmates come in many different shapes and sizes, and whilst this could be an intimate relationship, it could also just be somebody, a friend, a soulmate, somebody who shows up at the right time, at the right place to assist you. But one way or the other, eclipse season is bringing something to a completion for you, and it is liberating. And it brings you the freedom, the energy, the resources, the money to live your life, to have a life. It causes you to do that. And if it's the workaholic area for you, and your work is stopped in its tracks, it will be fine. You're still going to achieve everything you wanted to achieve. It's just that you'll come back replenished, or someone will be coming in to assist. Pile 3, this is your reading. It is very, very clear. The message is incredibly clear. Beautiful souls, this feels like it's something that really needs to happen to bring your world back into balance. And whatever you are working at, you're still going to absolutely get there. I think you're just going to get there in a much more joyous way. Literally, you're going to dance into this space of newfound delight and freedom. Newfound enjoyment, that's what's coming through. You're going to dance into a space of enjoyment. Life can be enjoyed again. It feels as though something has been weighing heavy or being a burden, almost like, yeah, working so hard that it becomes a burden rather than a joy. Pile 3, have an amazing eclipse season. If you are interested in checking out my all zodiac sign readings, they're actually on a different platform. I don't put them on YouTube. I do some readings at the new moon for the moon month for all zodiac signs, but here on YouTube. But the bigger readings are on Patreon, and they work with the moon months just because I'm very passionate about, very passionate about manifesting with the moon. And I will update you, beautiful souls, on the diary and the journal as soon as they are available, the Manifest with the Moon, Astro Moon diary and journal. So watch this space for my project coming to a completion, or my annual project coming to a completion. Beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Have an awesome eclipse season. This looks to be actually fabulous for you, even if it feels a bit interrupting.